you guys have 12 true freshmen, I believe, in the depth chart this week. What is it? Does that say a lot about why you're 4-4 and maybe what's going wrong overall? I know that's a loaded question.
How many did we have in the depth chart 2 weeks ago? I didn't.
Probably about
up
the
at
same.
Michigan State.
Probably about the same.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't follow that stuff, but I know this: when guys get hurt, somebody has to come in. I do know that, and players don't fall out of the sky. So, but injuries are part of football. That happens, and I just know this: we have enough to be successful this week, and that's really what I'm worried about. Not only I didn't count how many guys we got on our depth chart, but we have enough to win with. So that's our. We just have to find a way to get it done. I don't know if I can rate years. There was noise in '99. I'm pretty sure. In fact, there was noise as I was getting here, not only before I got here, but when I was getting here, there was some noise. So, noise is not uncommon to sports, I think. And it's just a matter of where the noise is. Back in the old days, it used to be in taverns and pubs, coffee shops, and now it's just a little bit more. You don't have to go as hard or look as hard to find it. Yeah, that's sports. People are going to talk about anything, whether it's going good, bad, or indifferent. And if you're involved in it, you better. We all like riding in parades. I've said that before. It's a lot more fun. And but when you do things competitively, it's going to go both ways. So what you need to focus on is what's in front of you and try to make it go the right. I would say this: it was tough coaching 30 years ago if you had rabbit ears. Marv Levy said it pretty well. I heard him at a seminar one time say, I've said this before, if you spend too much time listening to people sitting in the stands, you're going to be sitting with them, right up there with them. And it's really true. It's anything you do in life. You have beliefs in what you do, and you try to be as smart as you can. Anybody that makes decisions is going to be 100%. If you're making decisions, especially regarding people, it's impossible to be 100%. So, you do what you think's best, and you try to approach things in a smart way, and then you go.
It seems like money is also an issue for
absolutely.
That. If things go wrong,
yeah, absolutely.
In your case, your contract gets thrown out a lot. Do you see that as?
Absolutely. That's the real world, and that has changed in 30 years, obviously. Everything in college football has changed because of the TV, conferences. That's what conference realignment's all about. So, anybody that's not cognizant of that would be really focused or really sheltered. But that's the world we live in, and I know what year it is. It's 2012. I get that, and but the Steelers, I throw that out. The Steelers are living in the same world that they were in '68, but they operate a certain way, and they've been pretty successful. Our players. I think we have good players. I think we have good coaches, and there's still 4 games to go. So our intention is to have a good week of practice and play well Saturday.
Do you feel like you guys are close, or do you guys have to make a lot of movement here in these last 4 weeks to get on the other side?
We were probably closer in our first 2 Big Ten games. I think you could look at those games and say, hey, we played pretty well. And especially given what's happened since that, or if you look at the whole picture in entirety. But one thing about football, every week's a different story. Every team, no team's the same week to week. And I think, you just look around the conference of the country, you see that. So what we need to do is just worry about where we're at this week. And we know what our challenges are from an injury situation or being on the road, all those things that factor into every game, and take what we have and see what we can do about coming out with a win.